Why is Lil Yachty better than your favorite rapper? By the end of this video, you'll stop listening to Ye's old albums on repeat in hopes that the next album he drops will be better than his last, and instead, you'll be ordering Let's Start Here on vinyl. I genuinely didn't start listening to albums cohesively until I heard this record.
Oh, Carl declined.
Embarrassing!
When I was listening to songs from this album out of order, I noticed that there were transitions at the beginning and end of the majority of the songs. So this prompted me to fully listen to the album in its entirety because I was curious to hear what it sounded like, all put together the way Yachty intended for it to be listened to. And I was like, damn. Afterwards, I listened to The Dark Side of the Moon, which was an inspiration for this album, and it all started to make sense to me. This album draws a lot of concepts from Pink Floyd. However, this album is special because a lot of its listeners are rap fans. Yachty was able to transition a lot of his loyal fans from listening primarily to rap and turn them into fans of this psychedelic rock album. So, how did he do that? This album opens with The Black Seminole, which incorporates synth, drums, auto-tune vocals, and guitar. After he declares, "Love is not a lie, it just feels like a Tarantino movie scene," he is followed by an electric guitar solo. The percussion then slows down into a slower tempo, and the song meets up with the intro synth of a new style of song with vocals from Diana Gordon. A pulsating melody is repeated with her powerful echoed voice that leads us to the end of the song. The next song is The Ride, which I'd have to admit is my favorite song due to its groovy bass and deep lyrics. Tizo Touchdown's verses are diverse as they're oozing creativity and emotional expression. Those nails though, sheesh, I could not be comfy to sleep in. But he's already a rising star, so he can really do whatever he pleases. The end of this song transitions directly into Running Out of Time, which is a slower yet still groovy pop song that incorporates some cute horns to accent the chorus. This song feels like I'm hanging out in space, which is interesting because the lyrics are contradictory as they call for a sense of urgency. Pretty is an empowering track that is next, and it was immediately my favorite when I first heard the album. This one went straight to my Hot Girl playlist. Pretty is catching, uplifting, and funky. Fouché's vocal support and dramatic spoken outro is so cute and it's so British, like it just is. The outro of this song takes us directly into a tunnel vision trance that leads us into Failure. Failure is a dramatic, deep life talk excerpt of Yachty just talking with some background Pink Floyd-esque vocals. The best line from this interlude goes, "Try again, try even harder, revise your steps and rewrite your future." Next we have The Zone, a pop funk catchy tune with Justine Skye. "I see clear in the atmosphere, none of my peers were really there." There's a slight switch in the song and it makes Yachty's second verse feel quite powerful. The transition into We Saw the Sun is gorgeous and electric. We Saw the Sun is a clean and beautiful love song about nature. That Bob Ross excerpt at the end shook me to my core as it was so trippy and unexpected. I remember hearing it for the first time when I was walking into my Spanish class. I was like, guys, I'm listening to art. Hola clase, estoy escuchando arte. Sí. Drive Me Crazy starts out beautiful with Diana Gordon and Lil Yachty collaborating on a love song. It then switches and Yachty brings bars into the second half of the song. It's catchy, easy to sing along to, and overall has pop hit energy. I've Officially Lost Vision feels like an interlude with a lot of creative expression to it. This song features elevator music, crashing sound effects, and what sounds like Yachty yelling faintly in the background. This song feels like a mental breakdown, especially when he goes, "I've been sent to a mental prison." In my opinion, you always need a track like this in order to just relate to your audience. add humanity to your album. Say Something is the pop hit from this album. This music video is super creative and creates a funky, classic, psychedelic rock aesthetic for the overall feel of this album. Yes, the song could have stronger lyrics and chorus, however, I think Yachty was playing it safe for this one in order to appeal to a larger audience. Paint the Sky is also featured in the music video and adds a touch of Yachty's creative expression for the audience to experience. Should I Be is the upbeat psychedelic pop song with heartbreaking lyrics that I wish got the music video. But it's all good. As you guys know, some of the best songs from albums get swept under the rug. That's exactly why you gotta listen to entire albums. This song features electric guitar solos and a groovy bass line that transitions seamlessly into The Alchemist. The last 3 songs feel like one big song. The Alchemist has a rock intro, then Fouché brings in a soft touch until Yachty brings it back to a hardcore rock ending. An organ-sounding synthesizer quiets down the song, transitioning it into Reach the Sunshine, which features brilliant lyrics by Daniel Caesar and Lil Yachty. Interestingly enough, the end of the song flows directly into the Black Seminole. It's almost like Yachty intended for this album to be listened to on loop. It's almost like Yachty intended for this album to be listened to on CD or vinyl. It's almost like Yachty knew that my birthday was next week and that I would love a physical copy of this album. Guys, it's time for me to give my rating. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a solid 8 out of 10. It's imperfect, but it's still high ranking. It's a solid start to his potential rock career. I wish he would have listed the artist's features on the track, but that's simply a minor critique from me personally. It does add mystery and surprise when you hear it for the first time because you don't know whose voices to expect. Musically and lyrically, this album was a smash hit for me. Does this album make me want to go back and listen to Yachty's old stuff? Although Broccoli and I Spy give me some great high school nostalgia, instead this album makes me want to listen to every project that Yachty releases in the future, and not just his solo EPs and LPs. He's already helped produce Her Loss by Drake and 21 Savage, as well as Search and Rescue by Drake. Which, by the way, I'm considering making a Her Loss album review part 2. So, since I didn't mention like half the songs in the first one, so comment below if you'd be interested in that. Yachty's gained experience in multiple styles of music will most likely make him stronger at music composition. It's comparable to athletes who start playing multiple sports. Like this girl on my track team who started playing lacrosse on the side. At first I was like, wouldn't that just make you more tired? Until she started blowing the rest of us bitches out of the water by beating us in every race. It's about gaining versatility in athleticism, or in Yachty's case, musical composure. He worked with artists including Mac DeMarco, Patrick Wemberly, Jacob Portrait, Jeremiah Raisin, and Alex G. He also explored musical techniques such as tremolo vocal breakdowns and heavy reverb. Based on Strike, aka Holster, he's already proven this phenomenon to be true. Plus, Mansby having Drake as a mentor, so that can't hurt with his progress either. I have a feeling that the next album that Yachty produces will be hanging on dorm walls next to Currents and Blonde. Comment what you think below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. My name's Mel. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in my next video where I'll be reviewing Almost Healed by Lil Durk. I'm not familiar with Durk, but I'm really curious to hear it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!